Okay, so we have already gone through the general specs on this, and now we're going to go over a couple tones. So we're going to start with some clean, and as I indicated, the volume is halfway up right at high noon, along with all of the tones are all the way there. So this is just we're on our bridge pickup. And the neck. And then just the neck. So you have a pretty nice clean sound here. Let's take it up to 9 o'clock. And all the way up to 11. Let's do a non-cowboy chord thing. Let's take that back to high noon. And 9 o'clock. So as you can hear, I hope, once you get it up to 9 o'clock, and then when you're, actually 3 o'clock really, depending on how you're looking at it. Once you get it over there and you're starting to hear a little bit of a breakup in the sound, and when you take it all the way and max out that sound, you are getting a lot of distortion in that. So let's take that back. Now let's go and check out the actual distortion. Let's take that all the way up. Leave the gain right at high noon. And then we'll add the gain, take that up to a 3 o'clock. Certainly got a lot more buzz. and the volume all the way up on the distorted channel. So we have a lot of different things that are going on there. For the $125, $150 range, this is a serviceable amplifier. You have a good clean channel. Once you get to the distorted channel though, it is trying to really work hard on the distortion, and it starts to sound thin instead of big. You want your distorted sound to really be a big thing. Also, the clean channel is loud, but then also it starts to break up pretty readily. And depending on what you want for your amplifier, that might be perfect. You might want that. However, I would think that you might want to have an amp that can be a little bit louder and break up in a different way instead of just being a distorted sound right away. So I would say if this is your option, great. You have an amplifier, it's fantastic. That would be it. But I will say that there are different options out there. In particular, the Stage Right from Monoprice. And that one, they have an equivalent, even about the same price, I will say is far superior, and that would be the Buy. The Donner, that is, if that's the only option you have, then that is fine, but I would not, if I had the option between those two amplifiers for relatively the same price, I would pick the Stage Right all the time. It is a far superior amp in a lot of different ways. It's much louder, it's really clean, and the distortion is a lot beefier, it has a lot more to it. So there we go. Donner DA30 amplifier, leave it on the shelf. Unless you don't have any other options, then that's a fine amp, but you can get something for about the same price that you'll be much happier with long term with a Stage Right amp. So thank you very much.